Hey everyone, welcome back to the prayer challenge. We are on day 12 of our 40-day challenge as we walk together, climbing up into the heart of God, giving to Him our biggest dreams, our greatest fears, knowing that He will move. At least we know that He will listen, and how beautiful that is. This is a day that the Lord has made. We can come to Him, we can pray to Him. We know that He loves us, forgives us in Jesus. It makes us bold in our prayers, as we get to say, as we've been talking about in these last couple days. And so how beautiful it is to pray our prayers. So welcome back again as we continue on in our prayer challenge. And patience. What a challenge we have today. Not just today, not on day 12, but in our day of today's. Patience. We are in such a fast-paced world. We're in such a world of instantaneous things. If I throw out an email, I expect a reply in an hour. If I throw out a text, there's no way that somebody can be in a meeting and I'm not the most important thing coming through. They need to answer that right away because my life depends on it. And patience is such a challenge. Well, today is that challenge. As Mark Batterton challenges us, but also God challenges us in prayer to be patient. We've said it before, a beautiful scripture, those who wait upon the Lord, they will renew their strength. That instills patience, knowing that God is in control, knowing that we need to be patient upon what God has in mind rather than taking control and doing it ourselves. And he writes here in our book on page 75, it's towards the end, about 3/4 of the way down, it says this, it says, each prayer is like a seed that gets planted in the ground. It disappears for a season, but it eventually bears fruit that blesses future generations. In fact, our prayers bear fruit forever. Our prayers are like seeds who are planted in the ground. They're going to disappear for a little bit. I pray they don't disappear from our hearts and from our minds, because they do not disappear before our Heavenly Father, who listens to them, who knows them, and who will fulfill His promises in them to listen to us and answer us. But to us, it seems like they might disappear. But the reality to it is they're just in that germination time where they're getting what needs to be prepared to be able to produce fruit. And so wait, patiently wait for God to do His action. You know, some of the people that are, it seems like in the scriptures, that are the worst in their patience is the Corinthians. Because as they were just getting into this new church, they just wanted things to go as they should be going. They were like a cookie cutter church, that this should be happening at this time, and we have these programs, and they should be going according to plan. And the reality to that is they were putting their hope in man. They weren't being revealed to by God. They had their seed planted, but they were not patient enough. And Paul picks that up in 1 Corinthians chapter 3, where he says this to the Corinthian church. He says, their quarrel was, they were saying, some follow Apollos, some follow Paul and his teachings. And this is what Paul says. He says, what after all is Apollos? And what after all is Paul? Only servants, through whom you came to believe, as the Lord has assigned to each his task. I planted the seed, Apollos watered it, but God made it grow. So neither he who plants nor he who waters is anything, but only God who makes things grow. Let us not look to the things of this world, even man, even teachers, even pastors. Let us go directly to God, having patience with our prayers, having persistence in our prayers, and waiting upon the Lord, who makes things grow, who bears fruit in us by His Holy Spirit. So wait upon the Lord. He'll continue to reveal to you what that prayer is, where He would push you, what promptings He would have for you, and you walk alongside that with Him. Great last section that I'll end this up with is on page 76. And it's the beautiful look towards agriculture, but more towards our prayer life. And it says this: we need the patience of the planter. We need the foresight of the farmer. We need the mindset of the sower. We worry far too much about outcomes instead of focusing on inputs. I'm going to say that again. We worry far too much about outcomes instead of focusing on inputs. And so one of your pressures, one of your challenges in this prayer challenge is to look at day 40. What is going to happen at day 40? What is going to happen at day 41? We are on day 12. Be patient. Pray to the Lord. Lord, reveal what you would have me do. Lay it before the Lord and wait upon his answers. Don't jump too far ahead to the outcomes. Don't look to the instantaneous, but rather plant the seed of that prayer and watch God make it grow. Let's pray. Father in heaven, it just seems too simple to just plant the seed, but that's what you call us to do. Plant the seed of prayer because you've planted the seed of faith in us. You've watered it. You've made it grow by the Holy Spirit. You're bearing fruit in us, and some of that fruit is a discipline of prayer that we can just see that as a seed, the very small seed or the big seed that we want to plant amongst your garden. It's that vineyard that you're just going to just lavishly grow. Father in heaven, make it grow. But our biggest prayer today is to make us patient. Help us to wait upon you. Help us to be silent, be still, and know that you are God, a God that makes everything grow, a God that takes action, a God that listens. So we're praying for faith and for patience right now to just trust in you, that these prayers in these last 10, 11, 12 days, wherever we are in this challenge, wherever we are in life, knowing that you're hearing them, you're listening to them. And they might be in that season in the ground right now, but you're doing some action in them. So continue to give us patience and perseverance, persistence in these prayers so that we can see them sprout and grow towards what you would have in mind. We thank you for who you are. We thank you for sprouting and growing faith in us so that we can trust you in all that we say and all that we do. Give us that seed of faith. Give us that seed of prayer. To you be the glory, Lord. Amen. Have a blessed day planting your seeds of prayer, seeing what the Lord does with them. What a beautiful day that is. Jesus loves you.